I lied about being ran through, but I was a virgin until I met my husband. So this all started when I was a young child. Unfortunately, from the ages of 3 to 13, I went through a lot of child-on-child forestation. I became sexually aware and hypersexual. As a result, I never got to experience being a normal, innocent kid. I was always overly aware of inappropriate behaviors and gestures, which naturally damaged my childhood development and nearly cost my life. Fortunately, I'm still here. However, a lot of damage was done to my teen and early adult years. In my teens, I drank heavily, smoked a lot of Zaza, and became addicted to nicotine. One thing I never did was engage in spicy activity, but I did. Engage in a lot of spicy texting and overly sexualized myself on social media. I was popular and somewhat attractive, but I always felt out of place and insignificant due to all the trauma I experienced as a child. So I developed a strategy to appeal to others and keep people thinking I was interesting and fun by lying about almost everything that involved sexual experiences. I even lied about the type of substances I had tried. Things got so bad that I even lied about being touched by a distant family member. I never really told many people about that, except for my best friend and my now husband. The reason I lied about things like that was because I felt ashamed of the things I had done to other kids. I'm glad it wasn't as extreme as some cases. My experiences involved inappropriate touching, kissing without my consent, exposure to child porn and porn in general, playing inappropriate games, and role-playing. To some, these things may not seem as bad, but to me, something was still violated and taken advantage of. My innocent mind. I kept up with these lies for years, and finally, I told my husband everything. It was incredibly difficult to do. He was hurt by the fact that I had lied about not being a virgin and all the ridiculous stories I had told him about being with other guys. I felt terrible about it because I had caused him to experience retroactive jealousy, a bad headspace, and had basically painted a false image of myself for him. But I'm blessed to have married someone like him. He was understanding, and we are still working through this. To the people who think I could have been honest from the start with my husband, I wish I knew how to be honest at that time. I was still in a bad headspace and obviously wasn't thinking clearly. I was scared, so yeah, that's my confession. I hope to one day be able to help other survivors of child-on-child forestation. It's something that's not talked about enough.